You're welcome back. So in today's class, we want to solve questions on geometric progression. The question says, the third and fifth terms of a geometric progression are 9/2 and 8/1 respectively. Find the A, common ratio, B, first term. Solution. Now, the formula for geometric progression, the nth term of geometric progression, you can write it as T subscript n or U subscript n. It depends on the textbook that you are using, or it depends on what your teacher is using. So is equal to A, that is the first term, multiplied by the common ratio raised to the power of n, which is number of terms, minus 1. So where A is the first term, R is the common ratio, n number of terms. So the third term, T subscript 3 is equal to A multiplied by R. So now this number of terms will be 3 minus 1. So third term is equal to A raised to the power of 2. Now is 9/2. So A multiplied by R raised to the power of 2 is equal to 9/2. So call that one equation 1. And the fifth term is equal to 81/8. So the fifth term will now be equal to A multiplied by R 5 minus 1. So T5, that is the fifth term, will now be equal to AR raised to the power of 4, and it is equal to 81/8. Call it equation 2. Now let's write them together. So A raised to the power of 2 is equal to 9/2, equation 1. And A raised to the power of 4 is equal to 81/8, equation 2. Now, the next thing is that for geometric progression, you are going to multiply or divide. I said it in the last video. But for AP, you are going to add or subtract. So just know that logic. So from here now, we can now say divide equation 2 by equation 1. So dividing equation 2 by equation 1 gives, so AR raised to power 4 divided by AR raised to power 2, 81/8 divided by 9/2. So here we cancel here, and we have R raised to power 4 minus 2 is equal to 81/8, multiplied then this one with somersault, 2/9. So 2 here 1, 2 here 4, 9 here 1, 9 in 81, 9. So R 4 minus 2 is equal to 9 multiplied by 1/4 multiplied by 1. So R squared, or R raised to the power of 2, is equal to 9/4. So here we now find the square root of both sides. Taking square root of both sides, so I'm writing it so that those that want to write WAEC or any exam, they will know how to write everything, because all these steps gives you mark. taking square roots of both sides. Gives, so square root of r squared is equal to square root of 9/4. So as we know that r squared means r multiplied by r, and 9 means 3 multiplied by 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. So for square roots you take 1, r is equal to, take 1, so common ratio here, the common ratio is, that is r is equal to 3/2. Now to solve b now, that we want to find the first term, so substituting r equal to 3/2 into the equation 1. You can take equation 2, the one that you like, and the equation 2 is a r squared is equal to 9/2. Equation 1, you label it again. So a, we do not know a, we have known r to be equal to 3/2. Then you square it is equal to 9/2. So expand this one, it gives 9/4 is equal to 9/2. So we have 9a, that is 9 multiplied by a over 9a/4 is equal to 9/2. So cross multiplying gives 2 multiplied by 9a is equal to 9 multiplied by 4. So this one gives 18a is equal to 36. Dividing both sides by 18. Dividing both sides by 18 gives, or we obtain, or the following is obtained. So we have 18a divided by 18 is equal to 36 divided by 18. So 18 cancel 18, we are left with a is equal to how many 18 can we get in 36? 2. So b, the first term a is equal to 2. So the first one we got the common ratio to be equal to 3/2, and we got the first term a to be equal to 2. So here is the second question. The third term of a GP is 45 and the fifth term is 405. Find the GP if the common ratio is positive. Solution. I said earlier that the third term of a GP is equal to a multiplied by r raised to the power of 2, and the fifth term is equal to a multiplied by r raised to the power of 4. Raised. A r raised to the power of 4. So you have to write that's your power above that r very well. So from here, the third term here raised to the power of 2 was given to be 45. So as usual, label it as equation 1, and the fifth term a multiplied by r raised to the power of 4 is equal to 405. So label it as equation 2. Then I said that for GP you divide or you multiply, for AP you add or you subtract. So divide, so dividing equation 2 by equation 1 gives, so we have ar raised to power 4 divided by ar raised power 2 is equal to 405 divided by 45. So here can a cancel a, then so if you are not using calculator like I'm not using calculator now, we can see that here 5 can divide the two numbers. So 5 here 9, 5 here 8, 5 here 1. So we are left with 81 divided by 9. And here, how many 9 can we get in 81 is equal to 9? So if you are not using calculator, you can easily divide that one. So r squared is equal to 9. And if you take the square root of both sides, so take a square root of both sides, that is square root of r squared, the square root of 9. So is equal to r is equal to 3. So the common ratio r is equal to 3. So, but we know the third term will be equal to 45, and we know the fifth term will be equal to 405. And they ask us to find the GP, that is, we want to write from first term to the second term, third term, fourth term to the fifth term, which is our last term here. So here we need to find A, which is the first term. So to find A, we substitute the value of r into equation 1. So equation 1 is ar squared is equal to 45, equation 1. So let's substitute the value of r, which is 3. So substituting r is equal to 3 into equation 1 gives a multiplied by 3 squared is equal to 45. So we have 9a is equal to 45. So divide both sides by 9. This 9 cancel 9. A is equal to, how many 9 can we get in 45? That is 5. So the first term is equal to 5. So we need to find the second term. So and the formula for the second term is equal to AR. So second term will now be equal to, first term is 5 multiplied by common ratio, and the common ratio is equal to 3. So the first term is equal to 15, and we know the third term to be equal to 45. So we need to find the fourth term. And since we have known the second term to be equal to 15, they have given us the third term to be equal to 45. So we need to find the fourth term, and the formula for fourth term of a GP is equal to AR raised to the power of 3. So the fourth term will now be equal to, we got the first term to be equal to 5. So 5 multiplied by common ratio to be equal to 3. So raised to the power of 3. So T4, that is the fourth term, will now be equal to 5 multiplied by 3 raised to the power 3 is equal to 27. So the fourth term will now be equal to 5, 3, then 135. So what they ask us to find is the GP, and the GP is the first term is equal to 5, the second term is equal to 15, and the third term was given to be 45. So we got the fourth term to be equal to 135, and the fifth term, which is the last term, was given to be 405. So this is what they asked us to find. So if you take your time, go through it again, write it down, study it, you can see that it is very, very simple. Till I see you in the next class, stay safe and God bless you. Thank you.